Hello, stream.
Howdy, howdy.
So which one of us is going to be doing the recap this week?
I'll have to not do it this week because my brain is mush.
Is anyone but Dahlia or Ramiel up to the challenge? Surely those inspiration boxes could do with a check mark. I think it's shaped like a cool dragon or something.
I believe it's shaped like a sunrise and sunset.
Cool.
Anyway,
That's the coolest
Looks
thing I've ever
neat.
heard in my life. One of you has to unlock it to find out. Please.
Oh, right. Ramiel, you used yours. That's right.
Okay.
Well, as soon as you're ready, then I suppose we'll wait a second. Once you get the loud ones corralled. Okay. All right, I see you're on your phone now. The little thing next to your name.
Who, me?
Well, you already said you're on your phone. I just realized Eleora and Ramiel both are on their phones as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't currently have access to my notes, so I am not up to bat for the recap.
Sorry about that.
No need. You are fine. All is well.
Alrighty. Well,
I
last
missed
session...
a bit of the beginning last session, so I don't really know.
I wouldn't say you missed too much. I feel like last session really was just as much of quote unquote downtime as you possibly could. I believe a lot of it was Dahlia kind of poking and prodding. not in that way, right? But
whoa, hey, you got to pay for something like that.
A lot of it was definitely, I feel like Dahlia being a genuine individual, curious and interested in everyone's backgrounds and everything like that. Because Dahlia is a kind and trustworthy individual. So yeah, I do feel like a lot of last session, Dahlia, if anything, got a lot of information from a lot of people, learned a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
There was obviously quote unquote chore time for those who opted to do their actual chores. Eliora taking on the responsibility of 2 people. We
Whoa.
did not. Who did that? We were graced with the cooking of Val, and unfortunately not the cooking of Knots. We learned a lot of information in regards to Aaron being born in the Hells, giving some information but not too much. I feel like when we kept trying to gently nudge Val into providing more information about himself, he kind of just seemed to get a little bit more quiet, a little more shy about that information. I think we did a little bit of some training with Ariana as well. Well, not so much training, but testing out that new armor on Ariana. Found out it is not reflective of range and magical spells, but it does seem that melee attacks cause it to have a cool feature. And I do apologize when I talk too much. I still run out of breath, guys. I am slowly recovering from this COVID madness.
Take your time. Take a deep breath. It's worth noting that the group descended upon Ariana like a pack of space raptors the moment she was ready to have her armor tested. They all jumped in an instant, trying to lunge and blast regardless of what the plan was, with all sorts of different effects, with no like haphazard regard for anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, there
You
was
know who
just
led that
like
charge? My friend leading the recap.
no, who would ever do such a horrible thing against their own companions? I could
I
never
don't know.
imagine.
If you're the person doing the recap, so if you don't know, I guess it's lost to time. Please
Yeah,
proceed.
it's please watch last week's episode if you really want to find out. Uh, um, in that, we also, gosh golly gumdrop, had a little mischievous friend with 4 legs who has had successfully stolen from, I do apologize, Eliora and also Ramiel himself. Uh, Everyone got to witness that fun chase as well. Realizing that there was a crystal, a very beautiful smoky quartz crystal, which was the original crystal this whole time as well, if anyone was curious.
The original
We
crystal relative to what? What?
Totally not the original chrome-esque crystal that was first described. But hey, you guys wouldn't know that. You saw a smoky quartz crystal.
What?
Do you need me to at back the original crystal?
I'm unfamiliar. So What is this crystal? Sorry.
There was a
Okay,
crystal
here, hold
found
on.
in the woods by Ramiel. That's the
Uh-huh.
original one. But the
Mhm.
one that was found by our four-legged friend was a smoky quartz, which
Mm,
looks nothing like the original one.
I
But as
Looks
far as our characters know, it's the original one.
I see.
That's all we've seen is the smoky
Understood. I
quartz.
know where we are now. Thank you.
we're good. Okay, cool. Sorry. Thank you.
No worries.
Um, yes, there was some shenanigans with a four-legged friend. From there, I think there was just more kind of just character interactions before ending the session with a kind of was it like a transmission again, babe? I do apologize. I do know that there is something that patched through that
Yes.
said path viable window finite. um, but that is kind of the cliffhanger in which we ended the session. If there is anything else I missed, feel free to correct me. I do believe I tried to get information out of Ariana, but I think Ariana went back to sleeps, which is understandable. We are old people.
Yeah, I was dead.
Tried
I'm
to get.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Hey, it is what it is.
If you remember what they
Uh,
were, ask again.
will do, will do. Um, but yeah, I think it was just a lot of character bonding. I think God was actively working on custom items for people that were purchased at the previous planet. um, so it was a fun session. I feel like we learned a lot about each other
I got to hold the floof for a second.
for a millisecond. Yeah,
No, it was a full second.
for a millisecond. Yeah.
No, God even said it was for a second. Fuck you.
For a millisecond. Yeah.
Well, fuck you. Let me have this.
And many more, I'm sure, is what you'll want.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll be taking my inspiration. Thank you.
You sound like you need
Oh
it
man, I
IRL.
forgot I
Fuck, I
have
could
like
use mine IRL too. Yeah. Mine hasn't even been sinuses and coughing though. The only reason I'm
I
coughing a little bit now is because I had some hot sauce and inhaled it wrong.
uh-oh. Apparently, I did not pay my D&D Beyond subscription. It's locking me out of all my characters. So
how could
give
you
me
have
a
done
second,
this?
guys.
Time.
That is a fat ferret. Okay. Well, as downtime continues, the ride over the eclipse is remarkably smooth by comparison to everything you guys have already endured along the way. Systems continue to remain stable, the course corrections are minimal, and long stretches of travel is seeming to pass by without incident. It's given you guys some time to settle back into your day-to-day routines, maintenance cycles, little conversations, whatever else it is that you guys are doing aboard the ship. And if you look outside the viewports, space really just looks the way that it always does. Distant stars that are slow, silent motion, nothing really that demands attention so far. Um, it was navigation had logged the slight adjustments that actually led to us witnessing um, the dead star that was an incredible phenomenon to witness with your own peepers. Um, but nothing really alarming has been going on. There does seem to be like, or at least give us some kind of like note into there being more out there than we had initially intended. Um, it is space though, so I mean the possibility is always there. Um, But as we continue on, that star remained visible for several hours before it, gradually slipped behind us as the ship continues to forward arc. But the eclipse continues onward unimpeded and travel remains calm. Time continues to pass. It's kind of one of the things where it's like, it is moving and everything aboard the ship feels rather mundane, but at least the good news is like, yeah, nothing's been stopping you guys from continuing on this journey. Um should you go and talk to Starfinder about the path and the trajectory we're on, um, it feels like, at least on a holographic map, it looks like a straight shot. Um, she can point out to you like small asteroid belts and things like that that are, or maybe even tiny offloaded kind of. I don't want to call them planets because they're not really planets. They're more like city stations, uh, like small developments of some species. She'd probably even go into what they may be. Um, but everything, for the most part, is pretty mundane. Um, what were you all doing here as we kind of ended in your guys' downtime here?
Um, weren't some of us observing some sort of illusory, like, planet or shape that was not what it seemed out one of the viewports or something?
That was the dying star, I believe. Or
Didn't
the star from it.
Yeah. Wasn't there something that only like some of us recognized about it? Maybe not. I'm trying to think if that
Um,
was
there was a weird resonance from it.
right. Okay, that's right.
That much.
I think that might be
One
what
that
I'm thinking.
was faintly reminded us of the other area we went through with the
Right.
cool coming spires. But
Is there a like above table or broad scale chunk of time that this like downtime encapsulates? Like, is this what we're up to over the next afternoon, or is the next space event happening like a week from now?
The course of the downtime is approximately like 5 days.
Okay. Yeah, then like at one point I definitely want to. Does Eliora come over for a sleepover at any point, or does Val come over for sign language lessons at any point? I know those are the two standing appointments I have. Ooh, Aaron attuned with a weapon. Let's get that. Let's follow up with that. That rules. What weapon? What's that about? Do you have to train with it against someone's magic armor?
I don't think that ends well for either party.
This is the way.
Okay, good news. D&D Beyond is up and running again.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you,
is
Wolf.
You're not.
what is the weapon? Is it something you want to spar with, or did anyone learn any moves that they want to spar with? Are you
I mean, since he can't absorb his, I imagine you probably might have seen it on him.
Ariana would be on her way to get medically fixed after taking a magical bolt to the chest, and then probably going to the local wonderful comms officer to ask hard questions. But first, doctor. I have 9 HP left. First, doctor.
very cool
I think
sword
CK
coming from Aaron.
I think CK had mentioned that this town time is over 5 days, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, if
You
you
don't
want
have
to
to
role
just-
play wise, you definitely
Yeah.
can. But if you just take a long rest, because I'm sure your character's probably not hoping to stay up for 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Might just go
And
back.
so I revisit that night after discussing the idea. Does Eliora come over for a sleepover?
Oh no.
Sure.
There
Amazing. So you, yeah, at the bottom floor of the ship of the Eclipse on the I mean, are they called port and starboard on a spaceship? The starboard side.
They are actually.
Well, then yes, on the starboard side escape pod, you find brief decorations in the hull, a mat, a little bit of like an arch and turf leading into the doorway of the pod, which could be there's like a contact here pad that looks like it could deploy a screen or a code or something.
Okay.
It's basically a doorbell.
I brought my pillow and my blanket and my crystals.
Are you trying to like get into the pod that evening?
Yeah.
Gotcha. As you like press the contact buzzer, it is like all that is required apparently to open the door itself, and the pod to the hatch slides open. Give me a perception or insight check.
Okay. Perception. I have a higher insight, so we'll do that.
Hit me.
Okay. I got a 2 plus 6, so 8.
Amazing. I got a natural 1. And so you can see Dahlia turns in her chair toward you, and the like multimedia dock that her droid is hooked up to has just turned off filming a video. And from beating her check, you can see that her ears hang low against her head and her eyes are ringed with red, like she has recently been crying. But as she sees you, she just smiles and says, "Oh, hey, are you? Were you here for the magic display? As the exchange for the chores, or for the sleepover, or are you looking to employ me as an artisan? What can I do for you, Eliora?"
Oh, just coming to sleep over with you.
Yes, no, absolutely, of course. Yeah, no, I've got this big uh galactic king size thing with like these posts and these curtains. It's really nice. It was really expensive. Um, but it should be really good and stable through any jostling that the eclipse goes through. And should be far enough spaced away to give you any amount of modesty that you require, should you not be a cuddler.
Perfect. Well, I brought my pillow and my crystals if you wanted.
Fantastic. And so crystals plural. And so if you use one and I use the other, do they need to does that totally function on its own, or do the two need to be in some level of proximity to give you the power? Do you carry the second as a spare? Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions.
No, it's fine. I don't actually know. I've always just had both of them, so I don't know if like one works without the other or anything. I would assume so, because they're just crystals.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So for night one, we'll go toe to toe, or opposite ends of the bed, each with one under our prospective pillows. See if that works, and if so, that should be comfortable, considering I'm 150 centimeters and you're approaching 100.
Something like that.
Right. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll nod off then, unless you did want to see the magic display while you were here tonight. I know we've been on the ship for over a week now, right, DM?
Yes.
Yeah, and you've not yet come by to study magic, and you've just been doing both of our chores.
Sure, I would love to see your magic.
Okay, so now that a much larger than me cat has been let out of the belt shaped bag, my magic is a thing that Aquamarine can do. So I can't actually conjure anything. I was planning to, have Aquamarine perform some magic that would linger on our shared vessel and then come back into view so that you could examine my magical state. But now that you know that Aquamarine exists, she is willing to simplify this part of the deal and handle that sort of encounter if you're okay with it having a 15-minute limit.
Sure.
Fantastic. I'll go do that right now. She dashes off into another quote room unquote of the pod that makes up her home and workplace. And you hear as she's doing this, this might take a moment. So if anyone else is doing anything else, we could split this into a cut here if anyone else has anything that they want to do. If not, Aquamarine can emerge.
Ariana would just be on the way to talk to the comms officer that we have, but
Fantastic.
that can always wait.
Understood. Yeah. So I will ask, as she is going off to do this transformation, do you want to follow to try to spy or eavesdrop on it?
No, because I know that they're like not that comfortable with doing it in front of people, right?
What Dahlia said before, during that big lunchroom conversation before everyone started blasting and stabbing Ariana, was that Aquamarine was uncomfortable transforming in front of people because it might expose a vulnerability somehow from like a safety or survival point. But if you think that it would benefit you to have that information or don't have like a level of trust, you could absolutely snoop. Or while she's doing it, take a chance to snoop around the room you're in if you wanted.
Mm, I don't think Eliora would want to do that because she would want to keep the trust of Dahlia and everyone
Absolutely.
else. So she
Eliora
wouldn't.
is a respectable and reasonable individual, but I wanted to make sure the opportunities were very much there. About 45 seconds later, Aquamarine emerges with a shield, or sorry, with a spear and a magical staff slung over each shoulder. And her helmet with a this time translucent visor that as she approaches you, you can see like a vague suggestion of a smile in the half faded glass behind the mask. Right, okay. So you wanted to learn. Oh, sorry. I don't know that we've ever had a formal discussion. I'm the galactic hero Aquamarine.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Eliora. Yeah.
She approaches you with a hand extended to go shake it. And she's 6'1", so there's probably some stooping or kneeling involved.
Okay. It's very nice to meet you, though, Aquamarine.
You know what? I think she probably has more tact than that and like extends a fist to you in salute so that neither of you has to acknowledge the size discrepancy. Right, so you wanted to see magic.
Yes.
I have access to a reasonable amount of it. Mine comes from the stars, and draws on their power. I can do it to do a couple of things. Do you want to see sort of my basic latent magical functions? Do you want to see my powerful, more extolling, high-leveled spells and talents? What are you looking for? Anything in any particular field of magic that I can perform for you?
Mm, mm, I'm not sure. What's something that you like to do, or like your favorite magic that you do?
My favorite magic would be this one. And she curls her palm in, her pinky and then her ring finger and then her middle finger, all tapping against her palm one at a time. And each time that they do, a slight violet ring expands from each finger until, as the third one presses down, that violet ring expands out from her entire palm, and then the light scatters into like cosmic dust and reforms above her hand, forming a tiny little swirling dark vortex that pulls very lightly in the area toward her, just like a gentle breeze coaxing in toward this dark orb in her palm.
Whoa, that's so cool. Where'd you learn how to do that?
I learned from an instructor in my youth.
Wow.
It was a private magician that was brought forth to prepare me and coax and groom me into a powerful celestial warrior.
And does it do anything, or is it really just kind of like a for show spell?
Oh, well, this one can, pull light things, like if there's papers somewhere nearby, it could pull them into my hand, or a little toy sailboat. It can also snuff fire in the area. It can kind of rob an area of its vital energy, creating a smell or a sensation in your heart or mind of emptiness. It can also take warmth from an object or a piece of food, and seep it away into the void of space. But usually I like to just do the little swirly palm trick.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yes. Did you want to study in any particular regard? Did you just want to observe it as a novelty, or did you have some sort of note taking or measurements you wanted to take?
I am wanting to learn a little bit of defensive magic. Do you have any like easier spells that you could perhaps teach me?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Defensive things. Coming right up. Um, really, really, really good way to keep someone safe. It can be yourself. It can be someone within a stone's throw. And I've got this trick here. And she takes her hand and curls it down into her palm, and you can see that slowly light starts to shoot from each crack between her fingers, until you can see that slowly from her palm, cascading down her wrist and down her fingers, her entire hand is turning like a celestial burning newborn star gold, at which point she opens her palm, and and as she blows along her palm, all the light cascades out of her hand and flickers like little fireflies over your general vicinity, and you feel a solidness and a firmness to their presence around you that fortifies your very presence by the exuding energy and creation of a star being born, but on a microcosmic scale. And your armor class, you can feel, increases by 2.
Oh wow. That's amazing. Do you when you cast that, do you have to think of anything specific? Like a certain kind of memory to get you a specific kind of emotion or anything, or does it just come naturally to you?
A little bit of my physiology is such that I can tap into the, for lack of a better word, star magic. And I was trained for a long time to harness that ability in a number of different ways. In order to give you this specific boon, it is both an internal mantra in my head of a desire to protect, to use the power that I feel burning within my core to protect another being from harm, and a concentration in my fist. It is a gesture that I take to clench in this energy that condenses into this celestial power, that I am able to turn my will to protect into this ball of energy, and then I can guide it somewhere, be it myself or another. It has verbal and somatic components, and my staff here resting against my shoulder is my material component substitute. To answer the question in mechanical terms, if you're well trained in the magical arts and know the different necessities. That's why I had to blow it with the verbal component and clench my fist with the somatic component and have the stuff. Sorry.
That's really nice.
That was a old remnant of part of my teachings, was to get really clinical about it. But yeah, no, it's a desire to protect and a ball in your fist.
And was it easy to learn?
It was not incredibly difficult. Mastering this technique once it became the object of my training took me probably 2 weeks in my adolescence.
Okay.
I trained 6 times a week for about 6 to 8 hours a day for 2 weeks. And then I could pull it off.
Okay. So
Yeah, no
it would be
worries. Just a little
pretty
elbow grease. You got it, Eliora.
easy for me to learn.
Fairly, I think. Yes. My concern is, like I said, I was a child at the time, and I was being reared through a lot of things. I think with your proficiency that I've already observed through Dahlia's eyes and memory, that you have, you are already a capable magician. My only concern is that you don't have a well of solar power at your core through which you can conjure this light. So although I can demonstrate to you all of the ins and outs of the spell, Morgan doesn't know if you'd be able to get it because it might not be on your spell list. Because you don't have a star in your heart to be a warlock.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, it's up to the dungeon master if over the course of downtime you could learn a spell that's not on your spell list.
Oh, my spells.
There's technically nothing
What do you think?
saying that they can't.
Well, fantastic. Are you willing to rock with that? That over the course of downtime, Eliora can learn a new spell?
Yes?
DM?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Okay, you can learn the very normal for a warlock to have Shield of Faith spell.
Yay!
That
Definitely
is
normal for
probably
warlocks to
like.
have.
What's up?
I said definitely normal for warlocks to have.
Yeah, I mean, as long as your patron is the sun inside your heart.
Uh-huh.
Right. So that's my solar protection spell. I believe that you could conjure it some way or another. From where do your other magical talents lie? Inside of your actual, like, where do you draw them from?
Is that like an actual thing, or is it just something like I make up from my character?
Make it up.
Okay. I don't know. I just kind of
Did
have
your
feelings.
grandmother guide a latent power within you, or did she teach you a technique that anyone could pick up a staff and learn?
If you want like
Yeah.
a hint towards a direction, typically druids draw their nature from or their power from nature.
Okay.
I think that the idea that you learned medicine from your grandmother by doing specific things with staffs and crystals makes a lot of sense, and that's where your magic comes from. And I would not dare to question that unless you thought of something else.
No, from the staff and crystals and stuff is what I was thinking.
That makes a lot of sense. So, I bet if you could infuse a crystal with energy that's intent was to protect, whether that energy was, pure life magic from some priest blessing it, or solar energy absorbed through a mystic lens, whatever sort of crystal or staff magic you use to replicate specific crystals to do magic, I bet you could apply that same trick.
Okay.
Does your staff substitute for other crystals, or is it used to do a specific thing? What does your staff? Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. I don't remember what time I said we had about 15 minutes to go from. But I probably need to be getting out of here soon. It was great to meet you,
You
and
too.
I hope that you and the rest of the crew feel safe for knowing that there is a galactic hero watching over despite her inauspicious beginnings.
Yes, and thank you for teaching me the beginnings of this spell, and I'm definitely going to keep practicing.
Fantastic. You should be able to study its effects on you for the next. Never mind, it wore off about 5 minutes ago. I'll cast it on you again. It should last on you for another 10 minutes. Bye. And she runs off. And then there is a loud flash, and soon Dahlia jogs back around the corner. Right. Bedtime, I guess. Yeah.
Here's a crystal for you to put under your pillow.
Magnificent.
I shall put this one under my pillow.
She opens a wardrobe full of fully stocked outfits and gets full-length pajamas. They appear to be silk. And pulls on a cap that covers her big ears. And then dives onto the tail end of the blanket, with several pillows scattered around her in a nest, keeping the crystal tucked in her fist so that she can just tuck it underneath whatever pillow she is resting in at the time, and often wakes up after an hour to sleep on a slightly different angle or pillow, and reshuffles several times throughout the night.
Amazing. Eliora has one pillow.
That's fantastic. It's all a reasonable little creature needs. Do the crystals work in this configuration?
Yes.
Magnificent. Test complete. Great. We wake up the next day, and the rest of the downtime occurs. Other people now do downtime things.
I
Unless
think
Val was
Ariana
wanting
wanted to
to
be a
learn something.
hardcore. Oh, my bad.
No, I don't need to hog 2 in a row, even if Val was wanting to do sign. He's got several brothers to talk to and many other crewmates.
Let's go, Ramiel. You were starting. What's happening?
No, I said Ariana was gonna go ask hard questions. I wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
I wanted to hear the hard questions Ariana was gonna ask.
Yeah. Kick down the door with your new spiky blasting armor.
Oh. If
Assert
this happens
dominance.
the same night, this is Val's just in there watching this too, quietly in a corner.
I think I'll just calmly knock on the door to the comms room.
The door will shift open as Echo is inside and reading through and logging every. You kind of like catch it on one of the screens. It's just kind of everything that's been going on. Can
Hi
I help
again,
you?
Echo. Yeah, I got some new information, at least on my whole front for, looking for the Echo Blades.
Oh, what kind of information?
I'm gonna, shut the door behind me when I come in. Well, so far there's a little bit of information, but not a lot. The people who can help me, though, I don't know how to get in contact with unless maybe you can.
For the syndicate?
Yeah, I gotta talk to the syndicate.
That is ill advised. The syndicate do not, under any real circumstances, cooperate. They will not be cordial.
Well, something tells me they'll be interested at least. And they're the only path to information that I can really get right at the moment.
Typically, they are not sought out, but found in the most inopportune times. That does not mean that a connection can't be made. I may be
You
able to send
capable of
out
making?
a transcript for you if you request.
Well, what's the downsides of sending out a request?
They hunt us down and they kill us for whatever we are worth.
Well, I mean, right now they're the only real ties that we have to figuring out who the Echo Blades were.
This is true, but this is
Or
also a
are.
risky endeavor. But I can proceed if you would like.
You know what? Let's risk it, I guess.
She begins typing
Worst
into the
that can
data
happen
pad.
is worst that happens is if they show up and you guys can just offer them me. Somebody wanted me dead bad, well, somebody wanted my parents dead bad enough, and they decided to steal my wing. So that got to be worth something to somebody. Maybe.
For chances of survival, this is still an ill-advised plan. Giving yourself up so easily to the syndicate would result in most likely failure.
That's just some questioning. If I have to, I'll. If I have to open up my own little variety of ass kicking in order to convince them of giving me answers, then so be it.
I can go through with the transcription for you if you would like. But I would also suggest that you should probably talk to your patriots as should anything happen. The syndicate typically travels in large quantities.
Yeah, I mean, is it a good idea? No, but I mean, it's the only idea.
As we are limited options, it is technically our only idea at the moment. However, should time proceed, there is a good chance that they may not be aware of our location. By the time it reaches them,
That that'd be a good thing, right?
yes,
Well, let's I guess we can. I mean, we can. All right, and I can go warn everybody.
Val's sitting in the corner has just been nodding his head and shaking his head every now and then with the conversation.
to my current knowledge, I don't believe that the syndicate possess an android such as myself that can transcribe and pinpoint the exact locations. So there may be a more positive chance than we endure.
I mean the upsides are good too, right? Like they, might send a message back instead of coming to kill all of us.
Although the possibility is there, the likelihood is very small. It's actually really funny that Booker's nowhere near here.
I guess if it's possible, send it, and if it helps, I maybe a description of me in some way. You know, I'm not hard to miss, but put in like one-winged owlin female. I don't know. Whatever would help them find information or remember things about the Echo Blades or any significance to that.
Of course, I will send the message out by the end of today.
Right.
Was there anything else I could help you with?
Have your searches proved anywhere fruitful other than redacted text and old newspaper clippings?
Unfortunately, not at this time, but I will continue to look for you.
Right. Oh, just let me know, and I might. Well, I should probably warn people, right?
It would be in your best interest at this time.
And the captain's gonna be angry, isn't she?
More than likely. The captain doesn't exactly have a great history with the syndicate.
Do you have any additional information about the syndicate before I go?
They're a marauding group, mostly for scavenging, but they can inhabit multiple parts of the galaxy at one time, as they are one of the largest factions. They are a lawless group, but they all reside under one loyalty, and that is to themselves. They take in almost anyone that they can pretty much are willing to harbor under one rule, that they remain loyal. They don't take kindly to those that leave, especially if they find it deemed a selfish sacrifice. I don't believe that anyone here necessarily should harbor any of that. Otherwise, it would be not wise for them to join this journey. I don't think that will have much of a concern to us, but the captain's history with them may presume to be a threat in their eyes. But of course, I can encrypt the message so that they do not know where it came from. They will know the ship's name if they can find it.
Probably be preferred.
Yes, of course.
Uh, Can you? Should I tell the captain, or are you able to deal with her better than I am?
If I approach her with this news now, she will not allow me to send this message.
Well, I was more saying after you sent it. I don't know if you can deal with her better than I can.
Dealing with her is difficult, regardless of the
Worst case
situation.
scenario, what's going to happen to me? I'm not going to get shot out of the airlock, am I?
It's not likely, but I wouldn't take it off the table.
Lovely.
At some point during the conversation, Val has left the room.
Her office is it's just over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna hear all the yelling, aren't you?
Most definitely.
Val is waking up his brothers.
Well, I'm gonna go tell her now since I'm already here.
Good luck.
Wish me luck.
You will need it.
Ariana's just gonna take a good deep breath and then knock on the door.
It takes a second before the door opens, but when it does, Zara opens the door and she's kind of a little underdressed, but at the same time, still like you've never seen her without her hat until this moment, and her coat is hung up on a hook. What can I do for you?
I can I talk to you for a second?
Is something wrong?
Somewhat, kinda, maybe.
So like back away from the doorway so you can come in. How bad is it?
Okay. Uh, well, I don't know if you've ever really looked into my reasoning for even coming on this expedition.
Vaguely. I have a brief description of all of your backgrounds.
Right. So did a little digging with the help of Echo, and found out that I mean the closest thing to what happened to my parents was description given was a group called the Echo Blades. Don't know if that rings any bells with you.
She kind of sits on the bed a little, like, in thought about it. She's not exactly brushing it off, but she's not really alluding to a full understanding or knowing of them.
Uh, at the last stop, we ran into a man that we did a job for while we were there. Had time. Quick, simple delivery, and he offered, well, information. So I got additional information that you're potentially not going to like.
What did you do?
Well, the only people that know anything about them are the syndicate, and I have attempted to make contact to hopefully get more information or suffer, well, I mean, death, but
Her face turns and there's just absolute like rage in her eyes as she stands up abruptly from the bed and takes a few steps towards you. You did what?
I contacted the syndicate to try and get some information since they're the only ones who seem to have information. Everything else is either data expunged or more black tape than we could ever get through.
If they find out where our location is, this entire mission it will be completely ruined. We could find ourselves in a lot of trouble. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I mean, it's also, yeah, my life has been nothing but trouble, but
You better hope that the only thing they send back to us is just another message. Because if they send a fleet, we will be in a lot of trouble.
I mean, if anything, just give me over to them if you'd have to.
The chances of them letting that slide as being their only bargaining is very slim. But you better believe that that is exactly what I will do. I cannot let you put the entire crew and this ship in danger over a selfish act.
Yeah, sometimes you do crazy things to avenge the people you've lost.
She takes like a big deep breath and kind of tries to like hands on the temples, trying to like calm herself down. Please excuse me. I need to go talk to Echo now.
Yeah, thank you for not ejecting me out of the airlock.
As she's kind of walking, like she shoves past you to head toward the comms room and just kind of over her shoulder. Don't think I didn't think about it.
I know you did.
Good news, guys. I didn't kill us yet.
I'm just gonna be in here now.
Ariana said, "Shooey, that really cooked me up an appetite. Let me tell you,
Not
nothing
immediately,
weird
she's just
going on
sitting
over
there.
here. Just contemplating."
Actually, no,
Let
better
me
yet, she would
not
just be in the
tell her.
weapons storage, sitting here working on her own, like cleaning the pistol she has, just staring at the wall. Having to psych her up for the wrath of the group. Psych herself up.
Well, at least two will know by the time you get there, probably.
That's Ariana in the mess.
It's weapons / storage now because she's in there choosing
Just
to use
rooting
that
around looking
location
for
to work on
something.
her gun.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nope, just
Hey,
cleaning the gun and working on it.
the burb might have got space pirates after us. Yeah, Val's letting you and Aaron know via his weird little telepathy.
Who specifically are you telling? Just Aaron and Knock.
Yeah.
We're getting a message that he did the message thing.
Val is just letting you know that the burb has possibly got pirates after us.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd like to sock that motherfucker in the face, please.
he said, "I'm a robot. I'm not above punching a woman."
I refer
No
you to
gender
my
norms
good
here.
friend. Who said that? The Lorax. That's a
Lorax.
woman.
That's a woman.
Val will also note they were going to talk to the captain when he left, so maybe someone's already done that. But he'll probably actually look at the room real quick to Ramiel and Booker and also let them know that there might be danger.
What kind of danger?
How?
And in a completely avoiding answering all the questions himself, he's just going to say, talk to the burb. Well, he won't say burb. He'll say the feathered one, but...
Wolf
The
loves in
feathered
every campaign to get the bird in trouble.
Absolutely.
Except this time
If
it's
I can throw the
a
burb
little
under the
shit.
bus. There's a grudge there. It's a love-hate.
I truly hope you're proud of me.
Somewhere in
Okay.
the distance.
I won't say my thing.
Should we all go
No, don't be
speak
shy.
to the bird?
Yes, let's all speak to the bird.
I
All
cannot
right.
promise that speaking is going to be done if
Val,
she
where'd
did
you
something
go?
stupid.
Val said that and just left.
He's going down to Elior and Dahlia. Val's telling everyone.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just like,
He's being a snitch. He's being a snitch.
Poor Ariana's
Tell
just
them.
minding her own business for right now and just gets
I'll be
ambushed by
honest.
everyone.
No, Ariana's stress cleaning her system.
Okay.
Val originally
I
was only
swore
going to
I
tell
was
3
ride or
people.
die with her.
Yeah.
Val was only
Okay.
going to tell 3 people. He was only going to tell Noct and Aaron and Dahlia, but then he's like, okay, maybe everybody should know.
Did we have a group meeting?
But
Yeah.
yeah,
All
Val's
of
just
us,
not sure.
including the crew, or just the treasure hunters?
I think if the captain is aware, let's assume we're all together, I guess, at this point.
All
I
right.
imagine we'll
Group
gather in the
huddle.
space or the mess hall
Something
or
to
something.
say, Booker?
I assume if the captain has already been notified, then the rest of the crew has probably been notified.
You've gathered us to discuss the pirate situation.
I would like to gather Ariana to explain the pirate situation, actually.
I see.
I would like to eject her from the ship.
hold
Uh,
on.
Because there's no explanation for this.
Dahlia will jog next to Ariana, who she has agreed to support in a mutual ride or die scenario, and will just bristle at Ramiel's suggestion.
Val to Ramiel would be like, too late anyway.
That won't. So? My statement doesn't change.
Yeah, it's one thing risking your life, but you're risking everybody's life.
So, Ariana, can you explain to us exactly what happened and why?
She's going to take a very deep breath as her current pistol is just in absolute pieces in front of her, being cleaned while she talks. Well, the information we got was only kind of applicable about the Echo Blades. So far, ours is the only link of any form or type to the death of my parents. And unfortunately, the only people who have any level of information on that was the syndicate. So I sent them a message to hopefully get some information.
Are you really that stupid? Just
Hold on.
wondering. No. No. There's no holding on. What part do you not understand when I told you you don't want to mess around with those people? Did you not think that maybe, just maybe, the reason those people, which are not great people to just deal with in general, but did you think that maybe that your parents perhaps were not great people either? There's a reason that those people probably went after your parents. They could have easily killed you if they wanted to, but for what reason would they have to do that? Why would you go and poke a bear that's going to get the rest of us killed?
Because that bear may be the only thing that has information for me to any degree.
And why would you think that they would be willing to give you that information?
Yes, I agree that you've drawn us into a confrontation far too quickly, Ariana. We can investigate this group, but we didn't need to uh do so quickly, I think.
I've had
Or stupidly
Echo look.
loud.
I've had Echo looking into the group already since the entire time we've been on the ship, and all it is black tape and redacted files that not even she can get access to.
The reality of the situation is it's happened. There's no going back in time and undoing it. I also agree that maybe, considering the safety of the rest of the crew, should be a higher priority next time. Maybe we could all discuss it together as a group before we put a target on our back. This message that you sent, did it? What is the? What can they do with it? And what were you
Really,
asking?
from what Echo said with her encryption and their lack of a synth like her, as she said, that can pinpoint where it came from, not much since we're currently constantly in travel. But
That's
they'll
good.
have the ship name. That's about it.
That's not good.
Which means every planet that we land on to log in is just gonna let them know exactly in what direction we're going in.
Is there a possibility that we could change the name of the ship in the
I
log?
doubt the captain will be going for that one anytime soon.
It's sort of illegal. It's like the ship has been registered as this. You can trace a new name from its old ones anyway.
I see.
We could paint something different on the outside, but all of the parts on the inside are scanned as the same. Is there any way?
Okay.
What? So we can. Ramiel, you're the expert on the subject. What is our best next step? Do we appease them and flee? Do we, now that they're on our trail, will they pursue us until one of us is dead? What's next? We agree a mistake was made. What's next?
Reality is it's happened, and we have to figure out what we do after the fact.
Exactly.
No, it could also
Sure.
be peaceful. They could just send a message back in response. That was also stated by both the captain and Echo.
Chucking Ariana out of an airlock is not going to solve our problem.
No, but it would help
Also-
me feel a little better.
Okay, well,
That's
there's other ways we can
not-
do that.
Yeah. Many.
I could think of a couple things for sure. Our
So,
issue now is that things are unpredictable. They could
Okay.
ignore it. They could come for us. I really doubt that they are just going to give you information without expecting something in return.
DM, do I know anything about the syndicate?
You have had like a brief interaction where you were introduced to the pits through them technically, but it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like the broader scale of the syndicate necessarily. It was if you're looking at the broader scope of it all, it was kind of like touching the surface because you didn't actually spend some time with um like a syndicate ship, but I mean that's just a drop in the ocean of how large the syndicate is. But given what they did to you, I mean, it's safe to assume you have a relative understanding of how ruthless and nasty they are.
I have a feeling that if we remove Ariana from our capacity, that's not gonna matter. They're still gonna come for the ship, right? What do you think, Ramiel?
It could be a possibility. Yes, which is preferably why I, at this point, don't actually want to be on this ship anymore. Thank you.
What if? How far are we from their next stop?
Not a clue.
What if on
Haven't
our
really-
next stop we have Ariana send another message from that location? So maybe they think that that's where she is and not on the ship. She used it to get there, and that's where she is now.
Do you have anything to send a message on? It would then be us looking for a place to send something to them
Yeah,
to make it seem like she's not on the ship anymore.
I guess we'd have to get really lucky. Besides that,
Oh,
it just
hell
sounds
yeah.
like a waiting game.
I do need. Well, they're the only arrows and flags that have information, even though they're red flags.
I don't have a problem
Damn.
with you looking for information. I have a problem with you risking the lives of my brothers.
They'll be fine. I already cleared with the captain that should they even come for the ship, I'll be the only one leaving with them.
Oh, God, you are stupid.
Romeo, you act like I have something to live for other than myself.
They
That's not
do
much of a
not.
living.
You. No, that's not my point. My point is that you think that they're only going to care about you.
Are they
They
going
will.
to wipe us all out just because we know the name of their organization with no other details?
I doubt it, because a lot of people know about the syndicate, apparently.
They are just ruthless people that kill for nothing sometimes. They don't need a reason.
If a fly lands on a horse and they get swatted, nobody will think twice.
Grim, okay. So it's your suggestion that we throw them off our trail with subterfuge?
That seems like the only possibility that we have.
All right, let's get to work. Does anyone
Hoping more for
know
information.
how to forge signals or create illusory or encrypted messages on some scale?
That might need to be an echo thing.
All right.
He said that she would be sending the message at the, well, end of the day.
Boop, beep, boop.
So,
Has she
Echo,
wait?
love, could
Has she
you
not
come
sent it
join
yet?
our huddle over here?
oh no, she
And
probably has already typed it and sent it.
you've
But
already... Oh, great.
she said we'll probably hearing from them or something, or they'll receive it, or I forgot the finer details.
Right, but now what we're looking to do is circle back to her and use her signaling proficiency to aid in the ship's nearly unanimous decision to try to circumvent them. Is that something that would be possible? Is there any way to scramble some other signal? Any dice we can roll to solve this problem?
Are you guys hoping to, like, I guess
I think
aid
Dahlia's
in?
asking Echo.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I guess, like, what is the question here?
I guess just a question to Echo about, like, can we do something to try to throw them off our trail? Can we convince them that the previous signal was actually sent from somewhere else and not from our previous location, or that we were only like a relay and didn't actually receive the message and they have no reason to bother the people who a satellite just bounced off? Is there anything we can do to try to trick this thing?
Yes, of course. I've already actively begun encrypting our message so that they cannot be traced. That doesn't mean that my work is always perfect, though, but we have yet to really come in contact with anyone who's been able to crack it.
Okay, good. So all we have to do is put a reasonable distance in a random direction between us and where we were when that signal went off, and chances are, unless they decide to hunt us down actively, we should be off their trail.
Presumably.
Ramiel, do you think that'll be enough? Do you think they're going to like arbitrarily keep track of a name from several weeks ago to check to see if it pops into another station.
It, I, they could. I don't. I'm just because I've dealt with some of these people passing through to the bazaar does not mean I know their everyday life. They
Sure.
could. I again, everything in the bazaar was kept peacefully, so I tried not to get involved with things.
Sure.
If they interacted with me, I did the readings, and then I left it with the credits in my hand.
Understood. Just know that they're people to be cautious around and of their reputation. Well, I guess then we
And
just have to
what's
hope
worse
it's
than
enough.
the syndicate is the echo blades. So once again, stop trying to communicate with these people.
Maybe one day after I get answers, sure.
Or
You
just
you
ignore it.
can't lead us into certain death on your quest for revenge. You'll fail to get it. You have to be adequately prepared, or else you'll die the same way your parents did.
Ariana, why did you come on this mission?
He said be so for real right now.
Information and a way to get the money to get there. Once I figure out where.
But this is such a specific, like, we're here to find this lost treasure. You would
Just as
compromise
good a
that.
way as any other to get money and info.
I
What?
like is the place that we're going, is that direction something important to you, to this investigation?
Stops along the way and different groups of people to meet, talk to, try to get information out of. Until I got on this ship, I didn't even have the Echo Blades as a name to even try to pursue. You know what I had? I had masked people breaking into my home, cutting my wing off, executing both my parents, beating me nearly to death, and a hospital bed with someone I don't even really recognize sitting next to my bed that knew me, but I didn't know them.
I
Ariana,
understand. That was probably the worst moment you could experience, and you had to. But that doesn't mean that you can doom all of us because it happened to you.
I wouldn't have even drug any of you into it if I had any way of getting any information. If I had anything to go off of.
I understand.
Honestly, I've told most of you more than I probably ever should have about myself.
But we're on the same spaceship. You can't tell dangerous organizations about us without consulting any of us.
Ariana, you do this because you feel as though your whole life's mission is purely for revenge. For people who are gone.
The only thing
But
keeping me
you
going
are.
nowadays.
But there is more. There's more to live for and to find in this life. And I'll tell you right now, everyone in this room, okay, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people in this room would help you out, myself included. And I think that the most valuable thing you found were people that would help you on this mission so you weren't alone. So throwing us under the bus is not going to do you any favors. And listen, I understand. I understand what it's like to lose family and have no answers. I understand that feeling. I don't understand the violence that you witnessed, but I understand the loss. And I promise you, there is something more than just searching for answers. I understand why you did this, and I'm not going to hold it against you. But I hope that maybe in the future you would consider seeing us as a valuable asset and seeing yourself as a valuable asset. Because you shouldn't die for revenge.
And even if we're not assets, we're innocents in your quest for vengeance. You can't. If you're not living to create a world that your parents would have wanted to live in, then you're not avenging them. You're besmirching them. You can't call mercenaries on me.
What were your parents like, Ariana?
It's kind of hard to describe. I mean, they both cared a lot, but also in the same sense, they were cold, kind of calculating, strict. I trained with every weapon basically legally obtainable, possibly some illegally
Maybe they should have changed
obtainable.
your mind first.
No, because
Booker
then I
will
wouldn't
kind
be
of
able
like,
to. Then I wouldn't be able to shoot a. Then I wouldn't be able to shoot a small cred chip from 1,000 meters. But whatever you think. Some people grew up and didn't have a hard life, but mine unfortunately was made hard to. I don't know what extent, to what reason, to what end goal.
You don't know why your parents were training you from birth to be a soldier. You don't know if you were part of some militant cult or that you were the chosen one in some gun prophecy or what. You
No, I don't
just
even. I don't even know what their work used to be. I used to ask them when I was younger, and they just told me not to worry about it. We had
Oh,
plenty of
yeah,
money put
that's
away in the safe, and I was told not to worry about what they worked, what they did. I
so
don't know what they used to
assuring.
do. I don't know why they began training me. I don't know.
did you think that maybe possibly that the answers that you're seeking were not chasing after some syndicate, but finding out why they might have been targeted in the first place? That might have given you the answers you needed?
Fortunately, the two kind of tie in together because
I mean, I
I
figured
don't
they probably
have
could.
anywhere to get information. I have nowhere. The only we weren't even living on like a real high quality planet. Sure, we had a nice house, but that was it. Like I didn't have friends. I didn't go outside and play with anybody. The most I got was flying, and well, that's fucked.
Do you know what I am? I'm a war forged. You have had training since birth. I was built for this.
and
Yes, I was. I
you
was given
do you are
literal
you decrying
books
that
on
fate?
Warforged. I was given massive books on Warforged.
Friend, sorry, do you resent your that was your original purpose, or Are you merely trying to humble our Ariana?
I'm sympathizing. I know the feeling of waking up and fighting a war you didn't want to fight. I've seen many people die in numerous ways.
Believe it or not, I've got something comparable.
I think we all have seen things we probably shouldn't have seen.
At least know who you were fighting for. What? To what end?
There's
People in
always a
charge of
war,
you.
kid. I'm damn near a century old and I've seen things fall, I've seen entire empires rise.
I was. My birth was orchestrated by my parents for nefarious purposes. Abjectly abhorrent ones. So I did know their intent, but I'd have given anything to not.
The only thing I know so far on the Echo Blades, the only bit of information, is that it was a two-person assassination or assassination group. That's it.
Okay, well, that's a good amount to work off of. We have a timetable. We can see what active
They were
assassins.
independent. They didn't work for anyone. They worked for themselves, but took contracts from anyone. That's the gist. That's all. That's it.
Okay, but surely if they took a significant contract to go against your military prepper family, a duo would have some sort of notorious reputation. Perhaps we can dabble in other sort of assassin circles and ask probative questions and, you know, hire an assassin and have a bit of small talk with them and such and not just tell there's just better ways to get the info. I
There
feel like
was
we've been saying that a lot, but you've not. Will you acknowledge that you will not endanger the whole crew again, please? I've sworn to be in this with you to the end because I very much think that having your back will be fantastic if nefarious purposes rear their head. But I would love if we could do what we can to avoid inviting those nefarious purposes at the first opportunity.
my intention was to never drag the crew into it in the first place. I didn't want
Right,
any of you to know what I was looking for.
right. But do. Uh, so are you saying that if you knew the dangers associated with contacting this group, you would not have?
Would have probably went for a more in-person approach instead of a ship-wide, ship-to-ship message. Yes.
Okay, I think that
Would that have
is
gotten me a
very
blade in the
important.
ribs? Maybe.
Sorry?
I've had one there before. I said, would that have gotten me a blade in the ribs? Maybe, but I've had one there before.
Okay. I mean, look, if you went and you needed backup, again, ride or die, I'm there. But I think we all on the ship are very glad to hear if you knew about the risks of the message. And she just kind of like looks over her shoulder and makes sure everyone is paying attention as she reemphasizes that you would not have sent the message had you known the risk. And that's good. And we're all very happy to hear that.
You are to tell me that Echo did not give any kind of warning? Really?
I want to know why Echo sent the message anyway and didn't ask the captain first.
I don't know why she did it without asking the captain first. I don't know if she just. I don't know. I don't.
I
But
understand.
I can say that I don't know if it was the Echo Blades that killed my parents. The Echo Blades is a two-man group, and there was at least 5 to 6 people.
Wait, okay, so that changes everything about the logistics of this assassination. But regardless of how many were there, I'm sure we can, next time we go anywhere with organized crime, we can dabble in it and make some careful inquiries.
You guys can do that.
Well, I can't be seen in any kind of official capacity around crime. That would
That would be a real
jeopardize.
shame.
Yeah, that would jeopardize my reputation with the artisans. I'm not interested in being company to crime. I just understand its necessity and advocate for my friends to make use of it when necessary.
Well, she is your friend, so
Don't put yourself in a place where you'll lose your status. I will go myself if need be.
Well,
Ramiel, don't try to put the spotlight on them for being my friend. It's possibly the only one I've ever had.
I think
truly a beautiful story.
surely there are legal mercenaries who I could contact in not have that same sort of structure that I could still assist. Ramiel, why are you? What is? Are you just being
Ramiel just wants me to
happy
give
at
up on
her
it all
because
around.
of the mistake that she made, or is there something else? Do you have a problem with anything else?
Am I upset with the fact that she contacted an organization that would come here and kill everyone for fun?
No, I'm
Really?
sure
You
you
need
are.
to ask if there's anything else that I'm upset about?
No, if that's everything, it's understandable. I
I feel like that is a good enough reason to be upset. My goal is not to die, and we are inviting death.
I agree. I'm very tense about the fatalism of the coming days, but you don't need to. m- She just crosses her arms and her ears go flat against the top of her head, and she heads off into like the corner,
There's
still
no
within
defense for
earshot
this.
if anything important is discussed, but kind of disengaging from the altercation.
Well, if they show up and we have to deal with them, we're not gonna survive if we don't all work together. So we're just gonna have to deal with that fact. No one's happy about it, but there's no other way.
Agreed.
Ariana, can you just promise us that the next time you try to do anything like this again, you'll talk to us first? Please.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll.
Thank you.
Well, I might not, I might leave Ramiel out of the conversation because they'll probably just tell me it's a shit idea anyway. But
Well, we're a
When there's a good
democracy.
idea, I will let you know.
I mean, your initial solution for everything that's going wrong in my life is give up and go sit in a peaceful place, and that doesn't line up with any of the wiring in my brain.
Ariana,
Maybe
if
it's
you're
time to change the wiring.
if you were not if your parents were still alive and you got to live out the life that you wanted, what was that going to look like?
At this point, I don't know, because the day that they were murdered, I was quite literally
What
in
were
the
you hoping for?
something, a reason, anything to like justify what I've been sitting here slaving my life away having to learn to do.
How long were you going to wait? How long I how long did they train you?
Since I could walk, read, and hold a knife. And then the knife evolved into guns, and
But how have ha- are you newly matured into adulthood, or have they trained you for decades? What is this? Is this a recent indoctrination, or have you been an adult honing your skills with another pair of militant adults?
I was born into the family, and my parents were my parents. I'm not a. Yeah, I was.
How old were you when they died?
Well, that was a more recent occurrence, but I was still on. Let's see, what was the specific one? It was transcript 14, which was about a 900-page book. Let's see. I think that one was more centered around how to kill someone quietly, breaking necks, slitting throats, subterfuge.
And again, for how long have you been learning this once you came to grasp your full faculties? Are
Here's it.
you are you are you a teenager, or have you been trained as a I apologize for not being able to spot it, but for how long were you blindly following your parents without even knowing why?
What year is it?
I don't have my notes pulled up. I checked the time. What year is it?
That's a good question. That's actually a question I don't think we've ever asked before.
It's year X. Why do you ask?
And the date?
Date Y.
It's January
It's important.
22nd.
Well, oh, give or take 24 and a half years now.
Since your training began.
Well,
How old are you? That's the big question, I guess.
uh,
I-
I'm 24 now, so
So
And
basically your whole
your
life.
quest for vengeance began mere months ago?
yes.
stars and woman, you've been you would how could you spend so long learning to take lives and shoot guns and not ask any questions?
To me, it was a peaceful life.
Did you not care what purpose they could be preparing you for?
I did. I just trusted the plan,
You
or whatever that plan may have been.
Why? Were they particularly kind to you? Or to strangers passing by, constantly talking at the dinner table about how much they loved love and improving the world? Or was it mostly, we need you to get better at slitting throats for the plan?
Or maybe
Make
something
it
in the
sound so.
middle.
Make it sound so
this
sinister.
seriously anymore.
It was.
Yes!
It's not.
You've made it sound
Not quite
sinister.
that. It's not quite that black or white. There was good days and there was bad days.
Mm-hmm.
What was the best day?
They gave you a scoop of ice cream.
Above table, I wanted to say no. Ice cream is for winners. Well, no. Technically, the best day was how proud both my parents were that whenever well, more so my mother than my father, was whenever she saw how proficient I was with longer ranged rifles.
Terrifying, mate. The happiest
they-
days in your childhood were when one of your parents was proud of how good you were with guns?
Oh, the other one was proud of me. He was just hoping that I would have taken a more of a liking to the closer quarters side of things, the SMGs and
A full nightmare. Your
Listen, you have to
Ramiel,
be. You have to have friends and a social life to understand that that's not normal.
I'm about to say, you can't tell
Ariana
somebody
had a
that
very
that's been his
sheltered
entire
life.
life.
Okay.
Yeah.
it was
It's hard to
pretty.
imagine anything
Ariana's
outside of it.
war bunker upbringing more or less of a military cult you think than Booker had?
I don't think they
I
taught him to
wasn't
kill
gonna
people
say
quietly.
there were any similarities.
As it's
I wasn't
at
gonna
this point.
say it.
Feeling like this is a recurring theme, and I'm a little worried about it.
So what I'm understanding is that everyone here is apparently very susceptible of joining a cult. Understood.
No.
How do you know that you weren't in a cult?
Very much
There
no.
you go.
Let me
Wasn't
be painfully,
Because I'm
adamantly
not a
clear.
joiner.
It wasn't a cult. It was just a normal upbringing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, sure.
You
Sounds
say
like a
that,
normal
and
upbringing to me.
you say that, and
Val
Booker
kind
is
of
getting
shrugs and nods
concerning
along.
deja vu.
So once again, everyone here is very susceptible to joining a cult.
It's like when your parents want to teach you how to play violin.
You don't want
Oh,
to,
yeah,
but you're not going to
that's-
say no.
Never had that experience.
You IRL did.
Ever. I chose the cello, like a sophisticated woman.
I thought it was the viola.
No, that was Berlioz. He's not a sophisticated woman.
You
I
played the
mean, you would be shocked to
cello?
know that.
I did.
You would be shocked to know that my favorite music, whenever I was actually doing my training, was classical music. The really old
I
stuff.
wouldn't actually.
That
That
doesn't.
tracks actually.
Any type of music is equally likely to be adopted by a militant sociopath.
Frank Sinatra?
Yes.
Sure. Whoever that is.
I would say
actually
I would
think
dig
I
out
have
the
one.
CDs, but those are all missing.
Okay.
I
Had a
feel as
record
though
somewhere too, but
we should all maybe take a little bit of a break and reconvene. Is it late?
It's getting late. Yeah.
Yeah,
As
and
dark in
reconvene
space as
tomorrow.
can be.
Yeah.
Val's doing a head count of everybody who's had some like weird amount of training from when they were young, and he's realizing they might outnumber the people that are supposed to be more normal.
at this point, anyone who has actually been paying attention, Ariana has assembled and disassembled the pistol about 100 times.
Oh my god.
That's a
Without
fun
looking
anxiety
down.
tick.
Like a Rubik's Cube.
Pretty much.
Got to be careful with that. You disassemble it, and some little furry friend might steal a piece.
Speaking of, do we want to play Who Are We Stealing From?
I'm so
Let me go
glad
grab my
Val's
lip.
up is like in his weird little shadow person.
Joke's on you, you don't think that he'll break in somehow.
Val would feel it.
Where's my
The only
list?
thing
Where's
of
my
the only
list?
thing of value Ariana has is a locket with her parents' pictures around her neck.
What would be really impressive is if the ferret can get into the sealed for space escape pod that Dahlia lives in.
Like I said, these decisions are up to God.
Mhm.
I
It would
only
be
do
a
the
matter
little
of like
things.
an acrobatics check while somebody
Oh,
enters or exits the
absolutely.
door.
Here's the list.
I'll roll a d8.
Do you want to roll it? You want to decide the fate?
I would love to.
Perfect.
Let's
Roll
go.
that d8.
Let me find
I'm
one.
gonna laugh if it's yourself.
I would love that. That would be fantastic. Okay, here we go. Nice d8 here. Dice. It's a 6.
It's a 6. Knocked.
Knocked.
What are you gonna steal? His fucking clothing he has on?
His loincloth.
he, he doesn't have weapons. He doesn't have armor, really. What did
I mean,
we?
if
Boy,
my
what
inventory
kind of
is
ferret
correct,
super strength do you have?
if
He's
my
gonna steal something
inventory
small
is
and shiny
something.
like a nut off of Knock.
Oh,
Pardon?
Kato, hold on.
You heard him.
Hey, yo, what?
Pardon?
Guys,
heard it
Jesus.
I
here.
don't want to say anything, but I think I
You've
felt
been
something down
you've
below.
been robbed of a rivet.
I mean, it's things
I'm
in my
assuming we're.
inventory, like things that I have on me.
Yeah,
No,
like a nut.
I believe it was specifically specified off of your body.
Oh, it's gonna be off my body.
Hey, if it's shiny or desirable of stealing for a small creature, it is part of a list of being scourged, and I wish I could tell you where things are being placed, but I also don't know that.
My bed is what I've been finding out.
It's for the left socks. That's specifically for one
Oh,
thing.
oh, gotcha.
He's got a little OCD. He keeps things organized.
I have a question about one thing in your inventory, you fucking freak.
The hourglass or the handcuffs.
The handcuffs.
Gotcha.
That's what Ramiel would like to steal. What am I up to?
No. What? How do I stop this?
I'm assuming I'm rolling a stealth and then I'm rolling a sleight of hand.
Roll your stealth and then Knock, you can roll a perception here.
What's Nock's passive perception?
12.
Not too bad.
You got this, buddy. You just gotta be a 16.
A 16. That's one of his lover rolls, so.
Where?
Which is sad.
You son of a bitch!
I love
gonna
this
land on
fucking
s-
ferret.
It was gonna land on 16, but it fucking rolled. It hit the fucking edge of the goddamn screen.
I fucking love this ferret so much. Nox got an 8.
Oh boy. Alright, roll the sleight of hand.
Oh, what a silly guy. Hold on, let me go.
There's nothing more I can do.
Well, you might get a chance if he rolls low on the sleight of hand.
Also another
16.
16.
This is fucking. I don't like this. My manacles. Does he get the keys
Oh, why?
too? Or do I have the
Why do you
keys?
have fuzzy handcuffs?
Don't,
What if he
don't.
just stole
No.
the keys and nothing more?
Oh,
Don't judge the things he's into, Val. Gosh.
As his brother, I feel like I should have known this about him. I'm asking him now. Why do you have handcuffs?
We're not kink
you know
shaming. We're
why.
just kink asking why.
In case I need to bring in a bad guy or something.
Well,
Or if I want to get freaky late at night. I don't know.
Val is
not
concerned.
not an option anymore.
In the bunks?
Well, I mean, you know, this is a
In the
very attractive
room with
people.
everyone else in it?
I'm not
He
shy.
did say freaky.
Why not? Dinner and a show. I'm curious into how a robot does it, you know?
Well, nope, not gonna say that one.
It's yeah, I fear the stream might be getting too much information.
They know what they walked into.
Rolled.
I like that everyone's participating in the who is Ramio or who is Lucifer going to steal from this week?
He just had to roll a 6.
It's the group emotional support animal, except it's emotionally destroying families.
So what I'm hearing is
Alright.
it's not just gonna go to be freaky one night and find some missing manacles.
Oh god.
That will be very unfortunate. Don't worry, I have playing cards in my back pocket just in case a magic trick needs to be done.
Running past you would be Iron Jaw as he makes his way up to the bridge. Not in his usual jogging form, more a little bit of urgency. He's not going to say anything directly to you guys.
Val just gives Aaron a pat on the shoulder and follows.
Wow. It does not take much for Val. He's a glutton for information that he may or may not need to know. Up there, Val, you're gonna hear a small conversation. And it looks like Echo and Starfinder are exchanging like notes here. Kind of giving like a Starfinder as she's like, huh. It's odd. And then as they continue to go over notes, they kind of briefly note to each other that's nothing serious as Zara comes out of the office. Passive sensors picked up a return that doesn't exactly match the background pattern. And as Echo is like scrolling through her logs as to where we are, exactly what time, and what we have passed thus far, they continue to go over everything. As Echo says, I'm gonna run a cross check on that ping earlier. It's probably just debris, but it's just not lining up with the rest of the field that we've been traveling through. And you see them perform a bunch of routine tests here. Each time that they try to send a signal on Echo's side or try to ping for whatever this anomaly may be, there seems to be an inconsistency in the scans. There's it always seems to be slightly off the path of where we are headed, but it's always just out of range of clarity, basically. So they send out a ping, and the scan initially reads as hollowed. And they send a second ping, the signal responds back as being dense. And then, as Echo is recording every single one of the scans, it just seems to be. She's noting that the position never moved of whatever this object may be. Iron Jaw will kind of speak up there as like, well, why didn't we see this sooner? And Zara will kind of just cross her arms and take a look at the map here. I don't think that we were close enough to notice it before. And as they continue to run scans, Starfinder will kind of chip in. Do you think it's concerning, Captain, or should we just keep going? Well, seeing as nothing has exactly blasted us out of the airspace, I think we will be okay, but we should probably inform the crew. Echo through the comms bracelet will kind of announce to all of you to meet in the bridge. Crew, if you would meet us in the bridge, we have some information that you may want to be aware of.
Isn't Ariana's
I
new
jogged
friends?
Val just in the corner.
I mean, he's quiet by nature of he doesn't breathe. There's no heartbeat. His footsteps are softer because he's made of fucking shadow.
Thorn just kind of walks up and just turns the corner. Ah, god damn it. You gotta stop doing that, man. It's just the mask that just seemingly floats.
Yeah, imagine if it's dark anywhere. It just looks like a mask floating around.
As you guys are all arriving to the bridge, you'll see Starfinder kind of like pacing about, like, okay, this is just mildly annoying. It keeps showing up every time I narrow the scan tone in same relative position. I'd expect it to slide out of range by now. But I just can't ignore it. Log it as background for interference for now, Echo, or we could take a closer look. I don't know. What do you guys think? Zara's arms are still folded as she's not fully sure that this is something we necessarily need to investigate, but we'll kind of look to you all.
Question for clarification.
Mm-hmm.
When they said this thing isn't moving, is it keeping up with us, just maintaining the same exact different distance?
It's
As
hard to
we move?
say. It almost feels like we aren't necessarily moving. Like, it's not moving, but we aren't necessarily moving past it either. Almost like we're keeping in almost some kind of orbit.
Oh, okay.
So, like, as Starfinder's reading her charts here, we're moving in the correct direction. However, in reality and relative to this object, we are not moving at all.
And
That's probably not a good thing, right?
Can't imagine so. Can I make a map check to see if we're like actually drifting through space or if we're stuck in some sort of gravitational treadmill situation?
Sure.
I'll give the help
Amazing.
action since I do
Thank
math
you.
shit too.
Lovely.
We're gonna throw guidance on there too.
Amazing.
That one sounded heavy. I liked that dice.
It's a big one.
That one too.
No, that one was actually little. It just happened to slam against the table real good. It is a lady's 20.
Ah,
A dignified, modified 20.
dignified. I like that.
It is not a dirty 20. It is modified, but it is dignified.
Well, with your dignified 20, looking into the maps and cross referencing what is that you know of charting here through space, we are, as far as you can tell, on trajectory. Like, there is no kind of gravitational pull tractor beam situation happening. But this anomaly is, as far as what Echo's been able to log through Starfinder charting this, is that the anomaly remains. It's just out of
could I
signal, but it's still there.
could I try to find a window in the direction of where it is and see if I see anything?
Sure. You're gonna need a strong perception check for this one.
I do the
I
same.
don't think that's
Anyone can look. I mean, at
Well,
this
if
point,
you're-
this is just
anyone
like
can look.
human nature to just be curious to see if you can see it.
12.
We blame it on you being short.
I can't look
19.
over the edge.
Would anybody else like to
12
look?
and a 19.
I got a 19.
Does anybody else have a high perception?
I got a +6.
Dude,
All right.
Yeah.
I've only got a +2.
I have a
but okay.
-1.
Ramiel,
Wanna
Look out
share
windows,
some of the
and I'll
perception?
look too. It's a 19.
for possibly
you,
the first time, Val will assist Ramiel in trying to peek.
Okay. And because it's free, I'm gonna throw a guidance on there. Such a fun spell. Such a free fun spell. I love guidance. Ba-da-ba-ba. Whoa. Hit it with
Wah-wah.
a D4. Wait. 25.
You know what's funnier than
Oh, yeah.
24?
25.
25. Wow. Okay. Well, Ramiel, I like to just imagine that you've cupped your hands as binoculars as you're trying to look through the viewport here.
Val's
There's
assistant is making sure none of the other light in the cabin makes it to you.
yeah, there
You
you
can see
go.
outside, no glare.
Just elongate your body so the shadows just cover Ramiel.
Yeah, it's like the shadows gathered.
Kind of terrifying, actually. Kind of gross.
It's helping.
Ramiel, it's hard to see. I mean, we are looking out into a vast vacuum of space that is unfortunately this Vanta Black. But amidst the stars, there does seem to be some kind of elongated silhouette. You can't make out what it is or really anything on it, but there is something at least kind of just very far out there.
Good news or
Should we do
bad news?
good news?
Um, I do think actually it might be the same thing. Uh, there's something out there. Be it good news that there is actually something there, or bad news that there is something there. But
Zara's
that's
just
Would
kind of leaning against the doorway to the bridge there, just listening for a minute. And she says, space is full of things that don't want to be noticed. Most of them stay that way. Is it doing anything?
no, I don't think so. It's just an elongated item.
But it's in our orbit. It's being tugged along by us. It's not getting any closer or farther. So whether, even if it's at the very least, it's hitching a ride.
Starfinder goes
Good
through her
news or bad
charts,
news?
and Echo runs through her logs, and they kind of look at each other for a second and reply that through their data, there doesn't seem to be any kind of, regardless of the fact that there's no consistent data from this thing, um, that it's really not doing anything to the ship.
Is it?
what do you think would happen if we turned around and went towards it?
Well, Zara kind of just weighing her options here. You can log it if you want, or take a closer look and satisfy your curiosity. Either way, it doesn't change our course unless you want it to. The worst case scenario is that it tries to kill us all. Best case scenario, we may find some goodies along the way.
My fear is if we don't deal with this now, then we're leading it to something, and it could be worse. If it is a threat.
Val will look to Aaron and be like, shield against pirates? Distraction? He'll say that to Noct as well, just because I know Aaron isn't talking right now. I lost both my brothers. It's okay.
And they're
Are these techniques that we should all be a part of, or are they all sort of three-man operations?
Wait,
Was
what?
that
Huh?
was that a cue to do some kind of pre-rehearsed move, or you just spitting something?
I was just letting the brothers know we could possibly use this thing as a distraction if those pirates come after us. Because if it is violent, better it be violent towards them than us.
Uh, yes, but what? So this is just something that we can see, but that isn't moving as though through space, just keeping distance with us, that none of our devices are able to capture any record of. It's just, what is it, some spot in the fourth dimension or something? How worried do we need to be about this anomaly? Am I more weirded out by this than I need to be? Starfinder, are you nearby to consult on this?
she is in the room with you guys, and she's just gonna be very eagerly like, oh well, because I don't exactly know what it is. I mean, I would prefer we go find out, but also at the same time, Zara's right. If it's not gonna cause us any harm, and it hasn't yet, then I suppose it's not a big deal, but you're absolutely right. If we don't know what this is or what we're dealing with, we don't exactly want it to follow us.
Sounds like a scout to me.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
There be a way for us to check out what it is without taking the whole ship over?
Do we
Because
have a robe long enough?
what?
It sounds like I need to
I,
do a spacewalk or something.
Can we
Oh,
can we
Jesus.
take one of the escape pods out and bring it back? Or is it not? Is that a one-time use type situation?
They're definitely not. You wouldn't be able to exactly put it like attach it back to the ship without mechanical help.
Mm.
We have Noct. He's mechanical.
and Gizmo. He makes
And
mechanical.
Gizmo. Gizmo can't really spacewalk without a suit, though, so.
Yeah. Do we have spacesuits on this ship?
Not the way you want them to be.
That means no.
We've got a lot of varied shapes and sizes here. I don't think there's a one size fits all.
Hmm.
It's an auto fit spacesuit. One size does fit all.
I agree with Noctrix. I mean, it sounds like if it's some sort of scout, or if it's something that's, especially after the message that we just sent out, like I feel like leading it somewhere is not going to be good. What do you all think?
I don't like this one bit. Whatever this weird physical only spot is that's tethered to us, it's giving me the heebie jeebies. So I say if we can't outrun it, then we need to learn more about it. If we adjust course, is it going to swing around and stay behind us? Will we be able to approach it? Will it back away as though not moving through space, repelled instead of attracted?
Based off of my readings, we have no reason to believe that that is the case, but we won't know unless we try. She says as she blinks wildly and pleads that we go see it.
I'm not against going to look at it.
I would rather face this thing head on than have it creep up behind us. Personally.
Yes, I can't believe I'm in agreement.
Anyone disagree? Eliora says ditto.
Off in the comms room, you can just hear Echo trying to hail if this is a ship, any kind of communication. But there's unfortunately nothing to be reported. Starfinder continues to try to send out another ping to it, and there just seems to be some kind of like delayed echo of the ping returning. Through another scan, there's a few more scans here. One comes up completely errored out, which is bizarre. Before so Echo takes it upon herself to try to decrypt whatever this errored scan may be, before coming up with some kind of Concord encryption fragment. That unfortunately could be absolutely anything. As everyone has come to a unanimous decision to investigate, Zara will call out, all right, slow us down a notch. Let's see what we're actually dealing with. So, in this kind of scenario, you kind of see the captain's
Right.
demeanor switch to something almost more lively in her. She's not exactly somebody who shows a lot of emotion. She's very difficult to read for you guys thus far. But this is an excitement, almost kind of predatory. Like she secretly, not so secretly anymore, very much wants to investigate this. But at the time of us trying to deliberate, it was definitely more on her face that it was, if this isn't something important or something that we should be worried about, we should stay the course. But since everyone has unanimously agreed to go investigate, she's all in. The rest of the officers on deck all immediately head to their post to begin what is seems very routine for them in approaching situations like this, like they have done this multiple times before. As we slowly approach, we creep up on what comes up as this. Excuse me, I'm dying of indigestion. Maybe one day I'll be okay. Not today, but maybe one day. Okay, so the eclipse adjusts its trajectory slightly in a, easing off of its cruising speed as the ship begins a controlled approach toward this object. The thrusters fire in short measured bursts, and the change it's subtle enough that it feels more like feels more calculated than it did when we were in motion of full speed. Um, and as our speed drops, the vector's tightening, and you can kind of feel like the hum of the ship settling into almost like this quiet rhythm. Like the ship has its own stealth mode, basically. The forward displays kind of show this object resolves gradually. And at first, it's just like a distortion against like the star field. But then the edges begin to form, and there are these straight lines where there shouldn't be any. This elongated structure to some of you seems very familiar. The return grows clear with each pass of the sensors, not really moving, not really rotating. It seems to be holding its position relative to the surrounding space. There are no lights running through this whatsoever. None come alive or come online as you guys approach, and there is no transponder signal that Echo can pick up on. And so as you approach, Echo comes up and Starfinder kind of peeks around the corner there, kind of noting that all of their instruments are confirming that whatever lies ahead is stable, it's intact, but it is silent. The structure itself does not react to your guys' presence in any measurable way. And from this range, it's clear that the object is not debris. It was built. But there does not seem to be any kind of sign of life. Nor is it reading through what between Echo and Starfinder through Echo's logs. She's getting the sense that there never really was a sign of life on this structure at any point in time. As the ship settles into like a slow approach pattern, holding just outside what would normally be considered docking range, systems continue to gather data and the structure ahead remains unchanged. Dark, quiet, and exactly where it has been the entire time. The ship lands safely on the edge of this structure as a massive airlock releases. Given the nature that there's no, at least from what they've been able to gather data-wise, no living entity or anything to initiate such a thing, it can be presumed that this is an automated system. The airlock encapsulates around the ship, and this space where if you were to step outside of the ship, it would almost feel like you're in a bubble because you are essentially still in the vacuum of space. This is just an awkward edge that juts out from this elongated structure. It's interesting to kind of describe it's kind of got like old
Okay, brag
hardened
much.
old hardened plating. Not exactly something that you guys have come in contact with or really seen amongst other ships. Or really buildings, I guess, for that matter. It's, I wonder if I can get a picture of this.
Who's my ADHD buddy?
Who do you think it is?
Yeah, I figured as much.
Sorry, what's happening?
Just us being dumbasses with the map, sorry.
Copy. No need to apologize. Sounds fun.
I like making it go fast.
Oh, God.
Why is it big?
It got closer.
Ship big, ship big.
Is this the object?
It's doing some disco moves.
It's not stationary.
Zara will direct Ironjaw to be the head of this mission here. Before anyone leaves the bridge, though, Echo will relay. This isn't a station that stopped working. I believe the station was left. She does not elaborate on what that means necessarily, as in left as people had left, its inhabitants, or the structure itself had been left behind, just that it had been left.
What do you mean by that?
I have no further.
Do you think it's
I have no other
dangerous for us to go?
further information about it.
Okay.
So we're all really going to go explore this thing.
I mean,
Why not?
it's gonna stick with us either way. We might as well confront it.
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. I think we should go check it out.
Val's already heading towards wherever.
I nominate Ariana leading the group.
Oh,
We're all gonna go.
That felt personal.
Sure, I'll do that. Probably. Maybe I'll find myself a better gun while I'm in here.
Sure, that's what we're all hoping for too.
Yeah, I know you're
Val
hoping
is
I die.
looking
Don't have to
to
hide it.
see if Noct goes.
I'll go.
Because I know we can both just, we don't need a suit or anything
Yeah,
if
I'll
we
go for sure.
are in a vacuum, so.
Is there a way for us to get in? The people who can't breathe? Did you say
You
there was an
are-
air bubble?
Yeah, you are in an air bubble. That seems to be how this docking system may work. It creates an airlock.
Kind of like the
Okay.
Death Star,
Mm-hmm.
where it kind of has that like force field thing that lets them
This
still
with the
see
bubble.
space.
Okay.
That's
like
how I'm
bubbles.
picturing it, at least.
That's kind of how I was picturing it too. Yeah, Booker will head with whoever is willing to go into it.
Aaron, you coming with?
Ramiel's definitely going, but putting himself like second to last. Not completely in the back, but not anywhere else near anyone else.
Val and Aaron's head will just be like, might be a chance to use the new sword. As he goes to follow Noct.
I am gonna. What will this do? Pause the whole screen. Cool. So I'm gonna post a picture.
Huzzah! Game session paused. Ah.
Took away my toy.
Stream. This is the
Wow.
intermission. If you need to go, freshen up in the bathroom, get a snack, get some water.
Can you sing us some elevator music while we wait?
The guitar. Pull out the guitar.
I got my bandages on standby. Hold on.
Nice. Reminds me of home.
This thing needs to be tuned.
Oh God, yeah, it does.
Yeah, definitely. This is not.
How did we not get you to play a bard, dude? You could have totally sung for us.
Literally, with the name Guitar Guy, doesn't play a bard.
Damn.
Well, in my inventory, I got a loot, and I thought that would be a cute little reminder.
Multi-class into bard.
You don't have to perform on demand. But thank you.
I will. Don't worry.
Just this.
Play music for us, monkey. Do it.
This demand coming from a certain department.
He's used to it. There's
This
many
is what we have
times
stumbled upon.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
dude,
terrifying.
I love it.
This is.
You like our cute little ship zooming?
Mhm.
It does. It's good. It feels good to see it. Like move, not move, but like
In movement.
Seated relation to how big this thing is.
Yeah, like
The back of Val's head, my head above table. I'm worried how a supposedly empty station was following us has now decided to let us get closer.
Mm-hmm.
But is it following, and did it allow you to get closer? Who knows?
The world may never know.
Well, if we were
Well,
moving,
I think we're gonna find out.
Or we may not.
That's true. That's up to the next party.
hey, wait a minute. Don't kill me off. No. I swear I won't touch the swirling vortex of souls again.
I was like, Wolf, we don't have to. You do it yourself.
I won't draw from the deck of many things. What do you mean?
Much
No, I'm
love,
going to
much
draw
love.
5 cards next time I have that available to me.
I'm sure you would.
so this deck of many things, it does anything?
No, 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 no. Joey, no.
Like gambling? Like could it give me like $1
Yo,
million?
yeah,
Oh, it's a gamble,
totally like
alright.
gambling.
Joey,
I
it could give
love
you a level
gambling.
up, and it could instantly kill you.
I love like what's the percentage chance?
Dude, it's a 50-50. That's literally the conversation Wolf was having.
50-50. I mean, that's pretty good odds.
No, it's not.
For one person at a time.
It's 50-50 good and bad. Now, which end of the good and bad? Because it can get bad and really bad, or it can be good or really good. So,
Let's put it this way. We had 50-50 chance. I got the good and immediately told Wolf's character this is probably going to get something bad if they
by the way,
choose. They chose and they blipped out of existence. Well,
he
not
got
existence,
good,
but
and it wasn't
reality.
even like super, super good. It was just like pretty good. And then
It's got okay.
I got monumentously bad, like out of the
So
campaign. That character bad.
so like it's a deck. Like I can't just like flip them all over and like see what the hell's
No.
going on.
No.
It's magically
No.
enchanted to prevent cheating.
Yeah, and you have to
Okay.
announce how many cards you're going to draw beforehand because you are forced, regardless of what cards you get, to play all the cards
Uh,
in
Until
order.
you land on the one that boops you out of existence.
Even if the one
leave the
boops you out of
holy
existence,
cards.
the other ones are still played, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you
So
like,
if I draw a card and I like, let's say, boop out of existence, can somebody else pick up the cards and like keep going, or
The other two would activate regardless. Like if say you
right?
card number 3 out of 5, the
Uh,
other two that are left would activate even when you're gone.
I'm saying if I get booped out of existence and can you come pick up the cards, or are they still in my hand?
Well, the
The deck,
cards they activate an effect.
the whole deck.
Oh, the
Though.
deck itself? Yeah, we
It'll
could
be
still drop
left
from the
sitting
deck.
on the ground where you vanished.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, yeah. One
No,
person
Joey.
draws the bad one, and then I go up and draw a good one. 50-50.
Oh my lord.
Thank you, Joey. High five.
Yeah.
We'll,
I mean, who
we'll be
doesn't
the
like gambling?
draw from it. Exactly. What was that saying about gamblers quitting right before they win it big?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say anything. I picked first, so unprovocated, still chose. All right, with you guys now here, stepping out onto the drop zone, essentially. Ironjaw leading you guys. He's gonna kind of give you guys a quick briefing, and that is don't touch anything and stay together.
Hands
If
in
anything,
pocket. Understood.
if anything happens, we have our comms bracelet.
But I wanna touch everything.
At the no touching anything, Val looks
Should
to
be
Ramiel and is like,
yeah.
"Fluffy one."
I'm so sorry. What was that? You broke up a little bit for me, Wolf.
He looked over to Ramiel and in Ramiel's head it just went, "Fluffy one."
Checks his coat pockets. God has a Lucifer returned.
He's looking for you guys.
We go now. Fast. Go, 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 go.
We go.
It should it should be fine.
I don't think anyone liked how you said should be.
It should be fine.
Val
I
shrugs and
trusted
makes a
the
mental note that he might have to save a fluffy one.
he'll catch
So
up to the group when he can.
a soft hiss moves through the space as pressure begins to stabilize, and there's like a faint like click of internal systems waking just enough to acknowledge your presence. And there's thin strips of like emergency lighting that flicker on overhead. Um, and it's very like dim and steady functional kind of blinking. So it's not like anything. The no emergency switch has been flipped, if that's what it sounded like. Um, they're kind of idle. When the inner door kind of slides open, it reveals just a very short entry corridor beyond. And Ironjaw kind of looks to you all like in a very serious eyebrow arched, the rock looking ass. Uh, I mean it when I said don't touch anything. We don't know what this is or what it has inside. And if it is any relation to the dead star that we passed by, we really don't want to touch anything.
Understood.
So the passage in is narrow and it seems very utilitarian. Like it's not meant to house any kind of welcoming or entry, like any kind of foyer or anything like that. It is just a narrow hall where the walls are lined with like these recessed conduit panels and sealed access ports. The floor plating is clean. There's no signs of any kind of debris, no scorch marks, no signs of any kind of like structural failure. So it appears that whatever happened here, it didn't involve any kind of violence or collapse or anything like that. The air smells rather stale, filtered, but untouched for a long time. But it doesn't seem spoiled or like doesn't stink or anything like that, like any kind of sulfur or anything. Moving inside, the space opens into what appears to be some kind of processing and intake area, almost like a transitional zone rather than a working lab of any kind. There's some storage lockers all lined up on one wall. Most of them are closed. There's a long workstation that sits opposite. Its surface is rather bare, except for like maybe a few secured mounts where equipment was once clipped into place there. The screens are dark, but they are intact. I mean, like they're not shattered or anything like that. Chairs are all pushed in. Nothing is overturned. Nothing's broken. It looks like a place where people kind of just left at the end of a shift and not really like a place where anybody would have like fled or anything like that, really.
Do the chairs look like normal sized? Like, does it give us any idea of like the people that were in here?
They're relatively normal sized, yeah.
Okay.
You think they got a data bank somewhere detailing what happened?
It would seem
Things
Like a
seem
likely.
black box?
shockingly intact.
Should we touch a keyboard or is that against the rules?
Mm, we can try. They may have had some kind of logs in here. Most people do.
Be better to kind of have an understanding of what went on than not have one at all.
Who's gonna be the guinea
I go
pig?
and yeah, actually, who has the best computer skills or intelligence?
I have an intelligence of 11, so
It's better than me.
it's a +0. So anyone got better?
Not significantly.
I got a 14.
Yeah, I was like, I also have a 14.
A 14's better than just a straight roll.
Looks like it's up to you two, our hacker geniuses.
A hacker genius.
I'm joshing, but
Val looks to Ramiel, whose solution to a
Who's
locked
Josh?
door was to zap it, and looks at himself, who clearly has no experience with technology, really.
While you guys are
Yet
deliberating,
somehow I
Ironjaw
have a
is gonna
feeling you'd be better
go
than me.
check out the surrounding area. Just kind of idling through the doorways and scanning through each room. More out of habit rather than concern, as it seems quiet. His sensors don't really pick up any kind of movement beyond like just the hum of dormant systems and the low vibration of the station structure. But other than a couple of doors leading deeper into the facility, it's relatively all clear. But he's gonna keep a close eye out.
Well, would you prefer me to try, or would you like to try?
I'll just gesture forward for you to try. I'll give an
I
assistant
will
a bit.
see what I can do.
Val will be leaning over your shoulder with the help action to try to help in some way.
Is this an intelligence roll, my love?
Yeah.
Understood. I will also throw myself a little guidance because it's free.
Wait, who is Josh?
Maybe.
it was an
Maybe.
expression.
No.
There is no Josh.
I got a 17.
One sec.
Yeah, you're good. I figured you're looking through your notes.
Okay. On a 17, you click a few buttons, try to get things booted up and running here. But nothing seems to ping on. There is power routing from somewhere, but it's whatever it is, it's not connected to any kind of mainframe.
Well, I did my best, and my best was not enough.
Is there like, is there any like trash or anything left behind? Like, can I investigate the room for any evidence of who was here before?
You can investigate, yeah. Upon just a general look through the room, though, everything seems like meticulously in place.
Is there any sort of paperwork or like files, or is everything digital?
Everything's digital.
Another question on top of that. Is there any accumulated dust anywhere?
That is a good question. And the answer to that is no.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
You said there is definitely power coming from somewhere, right?
Definitely from somewhere, because it would have to for things like the airlock to seal or automatically, and for lights to idle, there has to be power routing from somewhere. But it is definitely in more of like a safe mode rather than allowing it to flow freely towards any kind of mainframe system that would have this thing active.
Do we see
I
any
would.
kind of cabling that we could follow?
Yeah, I was like, I would like to figure out how to follow that
It's in the walls.
power. Can I? I'm like, Arcana's probably not the right one, but I would want to be able to trace the
And
energy.
Dahlia, how does your map droid work? Can it just create a map of a location we're in?
I mean, yes, but it has to be able to scan that area. So if I don't have data or records or a good vantage point, all I'd be able to do is retrace the steps we've already taken.
The scans that you took on our last stop, not all of it was like star charts. None of it was a map of locations, correct?
I I'm fairly certain that that is true. Dahlia pulls out her records. DM, if that sounds hinky to you, let us know. But I'm pretty sure it was all just like star charts, right?
It's yeah.
Yeah, sorry, no help there.
Now, the stupid thing to do is say, let's all split up until we all find the power location. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But I guess we could all meticulously sweep the rooms until we find something.
Are we
Together.
under any sort of time constraints? Do we have to hurry to get out of here?
Not necessarily.
Captain seemed excited that we were investigating this place, so.
Yeah, so I guess, I mean, yeah, we have absolutely no reason to split up in that case. Can we just sort of make a sweep, I suppose?
Is there anything glowing at all anywhere?
Nope.
Great. I guess we just keep wandering the halls until we find something.
Do any of you have dark vision?
Oh yeah, I do.
Have what?
Let me check. I got to.
I do.
Booker,
It'd be
Have
weird if I
is
didn't.
lighter.
Dark vision.
Hey, I've got 120 feet of dark vision.
So do I.
Damn, nice.
Dang.
I've
No,
only
I
got
can just
30
talk
feet.
to animals. I can't see in the dark.
Well, you can
I
turn
wouldn't
into
get
an
that
animal
down.
that can see in the dark. I mean, you don't have to, but I was just saying
I
you
could. That is true.
I wouldn't get that real good dark vision.
So it looks like most of us have at least some.
Booker does not, so he will hold out his. He will try not to run into anything, and he will use his lighter to see.
I was like, for the
Looks like
most
every
part,
medium size has some.
it's kind of like there's like a little like soft red glow of like the safety lights, but it's not enough to like you wouldn't be able to see
Oh.
down like a long corridor, but you can at least see like you if you're in a room, you can see your general surroundings.
So Val looks like he's straight out of a horror movie in this setting. Got it.
Yes.
Is there a way for me to try to pick up on where like the energy or electricity or any kind of current is pushing through?
Isn't
I
your
mean, if
magic
you zap
specialty
a
with electricity?
Exactly, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
if you
You
zap a
mean-
computer, would it show us like the direction the cables are going, maybe? Or would it just kind of explode everything?
Only one way to find out.
I
I mean,
do
if they're
have
more in tune with
Jolt.
That sounds
electricity,
like the DM saying, "Don't do that."
you might be able to just do an arcana check to try to trace it, but
Well, I do have this cantrip and it's called Jolt, and it says you can use it as a obviously a damage attack, but it can alternatively turn a machine within range temporarily on and allow it to function if it was as if it
not.
were whelmed by spirit or permanently enchanted. The machine targeted by the spell stays powered for 18 seconds but before turning off. So it's very short frame, but a possibility.
You can do a lot in 18 seconds.
Amen,
You
Four
brother.
speak
rounds of
from
combat.
experience?
I mean, it's just a
That's
fact
3
of the
rounds of
matter. 18
combat.
seconds. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, let's give that a try. Let's try the computer one more time, but I will hit it with Jolt and see what happens.
Okay. And what is it that you guys are looking for as you are able to boot up this computer temporarily?
Okay, well, it
Cool
worked. What
here.
did you want to look for?
Probably a map first so we can get the power
A
on.
map, yeah.
Great. Yeah, Ramiel's gonna try to figure out in the 18 seconds where the map is located on the computer.
Val will assist again because I guess somehow he can help with this.
This amuses me greatly. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Val at least
Intelligence?
knows what he's looking for when it comes to maps, so.
Is an intelligence roll,
Yeah.
Okay. Am I able to throw a guidance at this time? I don't know if you'll allow that.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
There we go.
Okay, it's fine.
21.
21.
Flipping through, there is a brief. First of all, the files that are initially coming up, that you click on to get to the files, I guess. They're all very vague and encrypted. They're not. Nothing is labeled in a way that makes any kind of sense to you. But shifting through all of them, you do manage to find kind of like a ship's like manifest of different things that are aboard. I don't know if that's the right word. But
Objects?
it does. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the housing of where they kind of put all of their stuff and things. But it's not a direct map necessarily to everything. So they're kind of like labeled by room. So it's not impossible to find it, but that doesn't make things necessarily easy for you to find where these are located within the facility.
And can Dahlia's map droid scan that?
Yeah.
Love it. Well, it's not much, but it's a start.
At least we have maybe a room. We don't know where said room is, but huzzah!
So one of the labels would have been like a holding facility. One of them would have been like what's a good word for that? I don't know why I'm not just looking at my notes here for a second.
Oh. Someone's
like
giving
that.
us mad ASMR right now.
You like that? I'm cutting styrofoam.
I do like that.
You do or
Weirdly
didn't?
enough,
I can mute.
No, I
weirdly enough,
do.
it's nice.
It's
Usually, I don't
working
like
the
anything with
ASMR.
styrofoam IRL. Like,
I don't
bleh.
like when people are just touching styrofoam, like the little squeaky sounds or like the plasticky.
Oh,
I
I
don't
hate
like
it.
that.
Mm-mm.
I can't do
It's
that.
like not even
Mm-mm.
actually styrofoam. It's like the foam that came in my computer parts box. So
Oh,
it's like
okay. It's
it's
like
not
the
the
more hard.
gross styrofoam, but I need to cut it for my class.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
I have fun homework. Cut styrofoam. Make prop.
I mean, it's something. Okay, so the general uh sections of the ship that have been labeled are the command and administration rooms. There's it's only going to give you a brief selection from what you could find at the time, where there is a briefing room, there's a command center, um there is a operations control. um I'm going to actually just label these for you guys real quick.
Also, Blue Jay. I just realized my little character could have been helping a bit more with the computer because I have the what is it? The fighter thing where when I fail, I can roll my D10.
Oh, that's okay.
Tactical mind or whatever. But
I mean, he's definitely not computer savvy whatsoever. So the fact that this worked is impressive even for him. He's honestly surprised it did work more than anything.
I mean, given the language, it was like it awoke as a construct that was listening to you. So I imagine, honestly, you should use that to break into doors instead of zapping them. Shit, the door will literally
Uh,
open for you.
this is what he literally meant. He just didn't realize that it actually would work.
That's hilarious.
I can work good.
Just keep the spell away from Noct. You already know he's freaky with those handcuffs.
We're not kink shaming in space. I won't allow it.
There's no kink shaming whatsoever in
This
space.
far into the universe, I feel like that it's just we're past that.
It was kink. It wasn't kink shaming. It was just reminding that you know
Announcing. It's
he
kink
has them.
announcing.
I almost said something, and then I remember streaming. I'll be good. No, I won't. Robots don't have to breathe. Fun reminder. And he does have a mouth.
Oh, I got more than just a mouth.
What the-
Is it detachable?
Why would the mouth be detachable?
I don't
No,
think that's
Not what I
what.
was talking
I
about.
don't
Yeah.
think that's what he was
that's not
talking.
he was talking about at
Oh.
all.
I'm just kind of.
Oh, you sweet summer
Weird.
child.
Hey. I spent my whole life basically in the woods. I don't know much about life.
So have
Or
you
the real
heard
question.
about the clapper?
Can
No.
you can you alternate it with other ones? Like, do you have like backups in
I
different
thought you
shapes
were
and
talking
sizes?
to me, so for a second I was like, what? Then I realized what you were talking, who you were talking to.
Is that what's really in your storage in the ship?
Listen, all I'm saying is don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Well, if he's asking the questions, that means he wants the answer.
I'm gonna say I said what I said. Shit.
But also, I thought you said earlier this is your brother and you already knew like everything about him.
Yeah, everything. I mean, yeah, I know a lot about my brother. I haven't seen his
Oh, this
fucking
is
dick.
yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
a big list.
I don't have any brothers.
That's not even
But
everything.
Oh boy.
That is a lot of rooms. Okay.
Where are we heading
I
first?
really like
Oh.
this high security vault. I mean,
Failsafe
Where are
room
you?
important.
I love
Cryostat
the morgue.
chamber.
I don't like the morgue.
Where is it?
There's also. Did
Oh.
anyone also notice the cryostasis chambers
Yeah, I just said.
Yes, yes, I did.
or the quarantine wing?
The whole medical area, I'm gonna really love. And containment and security, honestly.
What department do we head toward first?
What about the one that says error?
Error.
Don't worry about that department.
Error.
Error.
It's out of your pay grade.
We could all
I don't
agree
get
that
paid.
maybe splitting up would be faster.
I feel like that's a
Oh,
really
man.
bad idea, though.
Well, it doesn't seem
Dr.
that there's
Grant's
anyone
not a
here.
bad idea.
Nor was Echo able to pick up any signs of life, so.
The last thing we were all attacked by wouldn't have given off any signs of life.
What were we attacked by?
Robots!
Robot.
You're priming
Robots
us
Is that
seem
with
to
when I
be
was
a
another
going to the
common
robot.
theme.
medical
Are
bay?
you saying that the robots have no sign of life? Ugh, poor Nook.
Right in front of a robot?
That's such a
Yes.
shame.
He's not a
Or not.
robot. He's a warforged.
He's a robot.
Potato, potato.
Y'all are racist.
Is that a race?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Uh-uh.
Right?
I need to go to. I'm going back to the ship, guys. You don't need me.
No, we
No,
definitely need
no.
you.
Our healer's not fucking leaving us.
Stop
Bye, have a good time.
making fun of me then.
I am a valued member of the team, damn it.
Yeah,
We have a racist
I may
healer.
be
Oh no.
the closest thing to a doctor we have, but doesn't mean I'm
Is Thorn around? Because that'd be
more.
really funny.
Thorn is keeping his distance from this.
That's okay. We don't need him.
Racist
Where do
and
we?
makes enemies with other doctors. We're
Where
fine.
do we want to? Where do we want to
if we're
start?
gonna if we're gonna split up, how far do we want to split up? Like how
At
many
least groups
people?
of 3, please.
Yeah, at least we could do
Don't we
4.
I
have
want to
an
go with the
uneven
people that weren't
amount?
laughing at me. So that's
I wasn't laughing. Just want to.
so that's
point that out.
Booker. I'll go with Booker.
All right. Should I go with you all?
I would rather not be in the same team as Ramio. I feel like I would end up getting
Come with us,
stabbed more
Ariana.
than usual.
You can come with us.
We could do Eliora, Dahlia, Ariana, and me, and then the brothers and the brothers and
And then
Romeo doesn't
Romeo.
sound like a good idea.
And then Romeo and the ferret by themselves.
Sure it does.
No,
Romeo
Oh.
and the brothers.
You want me to go alone?
You guys do
No,
still have
no.
Iron Jaw with you as
Oh
well.
no, that's fine.
Oh, Romeo, you can go with Iron Jaw.
I'm better off alone.
I think that's a terrible idea. Unless I
Craziest
guess
thing to
if
say.
Eliora.
Huh?
Iron Jaw's just gonna look at you sideways like, did we not forget the rules? I only gave you 2.
And I've already
Should we all
broken
stay together,
one,
Iron Jaw?
so
Do you think it's a bad idea for us to split in half and search this whole place?
I mean, I'm not your guys' babysitter. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. I am gonna tell you though that
But
not exactly
did
the
You gave us
best
rules,
idea.
tell us
though.
what we can and can't do.
And look how well that's worked out so far for us.
So far nothing's happened. So far we're still all together. No one's. Actually we did touch something. So
Like, we got permission first.
okay, there you go.
There you go.
How about this? Who wants to look at what? Is anyone drawn to anything specific?
The morgue. Just kidding.
I mean, it might be smart to have our medical people go to the medical and survival section. They might be more knowledgeable about that.
I'm
Whatever we
down.
find in there. Remy, I'm gonna beg for you to stay with somebody.
If Ramiel tries to leave, Val's just gonna
please.
silently follow.
Please, thank you, Val.
Where do we?
How do I lose the?
Okay. How about Team Eliora? We all go to the. We all go to the
Really
medical and
excited about going
survival.
to the morgue.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of pep in that step.
Where is the rest of you going? Where's your team going?
Whose team?
The other team.
I don't have.
The brothers
should
and
be-
Ramiel.
Yeah,
The
I don't.
brothers.
The boilers. There should definitely be like a team with like there should be people with who can see in the dark, and people who go with them.
I think we have that. I think we have Ariana on our team, and you guys have
Mhm.
Ramiel on your team.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, me neither.
It's all right.
Monk buddies.
Monk buddies. Where do
Ramiel
you
is
guys
being
want to go?
followed.
No, Ramiel,
Just
you
'cause you're
have to
following
be
me
on the
doesn't
team.
mean you're on my team.
That's there.
Can you
But
guys go follow her?
but
Follow
Val
him.
remembers the last time you wandered off into the woods and we didn't see you for a good while, so
I came
you
back
know
fine.
right.
Fine is
If
relative.
anything,
So
I was on the ship on time. If I would like to point anything out.
That's crazy work, but
That's
also
fair
true.
point.
he also knows those spores could have had an effect on you and you got lucky.
You made an assumption.
Rami-
You don't know anything.
You
Ramiel,
breathe.
where are you going?
That's not an
So we know where to
assumption.
go if something happens.
That's a good question. God, can I please try to pick up on an energy signature? I mean, I have a general idea of where this might be, but that would just kind of finite things.
You can't read anything in here with
Ah, fuckers!
there's yeah. Whatever these fuckers were doing in here, they did not need anyone to know.
So we have to go door to
Bastards.
fucking door.
That's
Oh,
up to
Alright.
y'all.
I'm going to
We're
the morgue.
hitting. Ramiel's making a creative hypothesis here and heading over to engineering and infrastructure. Just
Okay.
a creative hypothesis.
That team is going there, and we can head over to the medical section.
Stop
Okay.
by the well, which part of the medical section should we go to first?
I'm very interested in the cryostasis chamber. I'm wondering if we're gonna find somebody who could give us some answers.
Well,
Yeah.
Eliora is so
Right.
excited to go to the morgue.
Cryostasis
We
is
could.
definitely an
We'll save
option.
the
The
best
trauma
for
ward
last.
is also
Go to the
very.
morgue last. Cryostasis,
Okay, we can
then
go in order.
trauma, then morgue.
Sounds good.
All right.
Said save the best for last.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
guess I'll
depending
do
on
our.
the situation, the cryostasis chambers could be the morgue too.
That's very
Oh,
true.
that's
That is true.
well,
I guess I'll do my best to get us there with the minimal signage.
also you have a torch. AKA you have a flashlight, Mr. Robot.
Dude. Oh,
Please use
Just
that so
turn
you're
on
not
your high beams. dude.
blindly stumbling. Yeah.
I wish I had high beams.
High peeps.
I mean, it
My
wouldn't be
eyes,
too
yeah.
much to ask God to like during your downtime install the flashlights into you.
Rex was.
Get a chest beam. Hey yo. Oh. Oh. Not what I meant, but could work. One high beam and two glowing lanterns. Yeah, which group we focusing on first, God?
Well, actually, tonight that's where we're gonna end
It
tonight's
feels like a
session.
good end. Yeah.
Before we
Yeah.
deep dive
Split up
into
at
it,
midnight.
Wolf's like more. God, more.
I know. I want more.
this coming from the man who almost couldn't make it tonight.
I'll be honest. I'm wobbly, but I'm feeling good. Let's go.
You said I'm
Yeah, no,
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
I didn't want to just throw us all in there so late into the night already, but there's a lot that we can explore in here, and there's no shortage to what we can and can't explore. So I gave you guys what we were able to scan in 18 seconds. That does not mean that that is a full manifest of everything that is aboard this facility. Clearly they're doing something in here, or were, I guess, at some point, that they did not want anyone to know about. Super sketchy, super terrifying. Um, but that will be all fun stuff for us to continue exploring into next week.
Yay.
Yippee!
Morg.
Huzzah.
And nothing
Morg.
can go wrong.
God fucking damn it. Dundee.
Ah, it all went wrong.
Oh god, it all went wrong. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
This is
Yeah.
fine. As the whole room around us is burning down.
I've been watching
Nothing.
too much Fallout. I'm expecting us to find people in that cryostasis tube.
Nothing concerning with a bio research lab. No, not at
Mhm.
all.
This is actually
Especially
just
not when they have a
Vault-Tec.
whole quarantine ring.
Mhm. This is a Vault-Tec created station. We're about to be part of an experiment.
Weren't we always?
Yeah.
We about to find Buggy Barnes up in this bitch.
I hope not. That man's
I hope
scary.
I hope so.
I don't know if you're gonna find him in the morgue though.
No, in the cryo.
In the yeah,
If you do find him in the morgue, can I have his arm?
Where are you gonna put it, bud?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give the
I would
arm
say
to the
install it into
ferret.
Nox. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm made of
Give-
shadow. I
give
can
him a
just get rid
third.
of an arm.
Just like Rocket, he's like, "Can I have your arm?"
That'd be his new nest.
I had a wonderful time and will wish you all a good night.
Alrighty.
Good
Yo.
Good
night.
Good
night.
night.
Good
Good
Everybody say
night.
goodbye to stream.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
More.